Hey, it's Shelley. Interesting. It is the 20th anniversary of Supernatural. It is also the 20th anniversary of the first word that I wrote in the letter series. I don't know why it took me 20 years to write 3 books, but life gets in the way. Anyway, thought that I would answer some questions that were presented to me, and I will start with, how do you feel about the letter series? Well, I wrote it, so I it's my baby. I'm proud of it, um, but I feel like it's a long time coming, and I'm thrilled that book number 3 is going to be released next month. So it's really a labor of love for me. It's based on a letter that I actually wrote to a movie star at the time in 2005. And so I wondered if, what would happen if that were to come true. If I wrote this letter and this celebrity replied to me, what would happen? So that started the letter. And what makes Sarah write the letter to Andrew? Well, like I said, it's based on a letter that I wrote to a celebrity back in the day. And again, it's the what if. What if she, writes this letter and this celebrity responds, and it's not the response she's expecting, but it's still the response. So for Sarah, though, she had this crush on this celebrity who was younger than her, and she wasn't expecting anything at all. Maybe an autographed photo or something like that, but not what she got. So I think it was a surprise for her and everybody around her. Next question. Why did Andrew respond to Sarah's letter the way he did? It's an interesting question. That usually doesn't happen in real life. But like I said, it's a what if. But his agent thought that the letter was kind of creepy. It wasn't, by the way. But she insisted that he read it just to get a laugh. Even his agent didn't expect that he would respond that way. But he was so intrigued by her words. They meant something to him. Basically made his heart soar. So he had to meet the woman behind this letter. And so he takes it upon himself to fly to where she is to meet her. And I don't think that at the beginning he was even expecting things to go the way that they did. He just wanted to meet her. She had written a beautiful letter, and he was attracted to that. And he didn't realize that he was going to be attracted to her too. Here's a good one. What is Chris Keller's role in Sarah's life? Interesting. He's a co-worker, and for as long as Sarah had been working at the company that they work at together, she has had a major crush on him. And he's tangible, and she told him how she felt. and he was like, I don't date anybody from work. I like you. You know, if we didn't work together, absolutely. And so she let it go, and they were good friends. He helped her with things at her house, and they hung out, and you know, they did the friend thing, and she was okay with that. And her heater broke, and he promised to come and fix it, and he did. And something changed in him. And before he left that night, after he fixed her furnace, he kissed her. And she just melted. Now, remember, she's not expecting anything from this letter that she wrote to Andrew. Nothing at all. At this point, it's been about a month since she wrote the letter. And she's not even expecting a autographed photo. So she's taken by surprise by his kiss. And it was beginning to turn into something. On to the next. How do Sarah and Andrew fall so hard for one another so quickly? I like that question. Sometimes it happens. I mean, there was just a connection between them. It clicked like a fire, just, you know? And sometimes that happens in real life too. And I felt like they, having had not such great relationships in the past, deserved to have happiness. And besides that, it wouldn't have made for a very good story if they dragged it out for 2.5 books. So sometimes just, I don't believe in love at first sight, but I believe in love and getting to know somebody, and that spark just turning into a fire. Number 6. Why did you give Trevor the personality he has, and what is your favorite line by him? Oh, I love this question. Trevor is Andrew's best friend. He's sarcastic, he's a smart ass, he's funny, he makes jokes, and it's all really to lighten whatever drama is going on in his little bubble of the world. And with romance, there's bound to be drama. So he makes the most of that. My favorite line is when he and Andrew are on the plane together, and he remarks that he's had enough of Andrew talking about Sarah, and tells Andrew if he doesn't shut up, he's going to choke him with the airplane seatbelt. I thought that was a funny line. Just kind of came to me. And why does Karen try so hard to get under Sarah's skin? And why does she kiss Andrew? She's jealous. She's Andrew's co-star. She is jealous of anybody else who has his attention. And he is so deep in love with Sarah that she does whatever she can to get them apart. And for a minute, it works. She kissed him just as Sarah walks in the door, and it makes her leave. So yeah, those are 7 questions for the letter, the first book. Very soon I will be doing 7 questions for yours truly. So stay tuned. Bye.